everybody, it's Diane Pierce from Current Words Publishing, here to talk to you again about marketing. So, when you were writing your book, did you join a lot of writing groups? Did you make friends with other writers? Did you consult your writing friends? Did you go through an MFA program and maybe write your book as part of that? That might mean any of those things might mean that you have a lot of friends who are authors. That is fantastic. They are not going to buy your book. Authors are notorious for not buying each other's books. Why? Because they're trying to sell their own. Sometimes there's a little envy involved. Sometimes it's just strictly financial. It costs a lot of money to be a writer. They're spending money on themselves trying to get their own writing out there, right? They're entering contests. They're submitting to anthologies that have reading fees sometimes. Authors are not good people to buy other authors' books. Who do you need? Who's going to buy your book? Readers. So you need to start looking for readers. There are many places you can find readers. If you're writing horror, for example, I edit a lot of horror and I like to read horror. There are probably 40 horror reading groups on Facebook that you can join. And there you will meet horror readers. Now, you're not just going to join up and say, hey, buy my book, because they're not going to appreciate that very much. And some groups have prohibitions against that. They don't want you coming on there and selling your book. That's okay. You're not there to sell your book. You're there to make friends with people who like to read horror. And if you make friends with people who like to read horror and you write horror, chances are good that they're going to hook up with you outside of the group. They're going to maybe follow you. They're going to maybe DM you sometimes. Maybe you'll be able to have your blog and your signature line on your posts, and they'll hook up with you that way. That's another good way to find those readers, by the way, is to blog about books in the same genre as your book that you like to read, okay? If you can blog about books that are in the same genre as your book that you like to read, then people will come to your blog for that. And when you start talking about your own book, those readers will already be there. So your first job as a writer who wants to sell a book is to find readers who want to read a book. Readers are always looking for books to read. Many readers are very fast readers, and they will be excited to find out that you have a book. It doesn't mean that all of them are going to buy it. It's not a fast or guaranteed process, but you have to, when you stop thinking like a person who is in the process of writing a book, you have to start thinking like a person who's in the process of selling a book. And who is going to want to read it? Readers. And so you need to start thinking about where you can find readers. Okay? So if you have a blog, you could volunteer to be a host on a blog tour, to have books stop by your blog and get a spotlight from you or get a review from you on your blog. That is a way to bring readers who like your genre to your blog, where they will find out about you. The most important thing you can do for your book is to collect readers. And if you have a blog, which I hope you do, and people are coming to it, which I hope they are, you should have it hooked up to MailChimp, which is free. You can have a free MailChimp account until it gets pretty big. And you can collect people's emails. And then you'll have people that you can send a newsletter to when your book is done. You don't just want to spam them with your newsletter about your book. You want to start organically talking about the things that they are interested in, the genre that they like, the books that they like to read, reviews that you may have done. Okay. Those are the things that will attract readers to you. And then you can tell them about your book. So start looking for the readers. Thanks.